Hey guys, so I'm filming this with the direct capture to YouTube. Just to give you guys a quick update. I'm recording this with my webcam. It looks like I'm not looking into the camera. I'm trying my best, but I'll give you guys a quick update. I still haven't gotten word from the guys at Bitter and Esters that I could post the two videos from the Mystery Brew event from last week, both the interview that I did with the two owners and the coverage of the event. So whenever I'm still waiting again, so whenever that happens, it happens. And a little update on my breakfast stout is that slowly but surely, like let's say like 85% of the cocoa nibs have now, well, passed since Sunday when I transferred it on Sunday night. 85% or more of the cocoa nibs have dropped into the beer, so it should be pretty darn nice and chocolatey, and any of the esters or that I tasted should be, sweetened and really rounded out. Especially when I add the coffee and then it ages in the bottle, for 2 weeks to carbonate, and then ages further. I think everything should round out, even if it ends up being, like I said in my previous update with the beer mail on Monday, or Tuesday I think I posted it, that it's going to be like a 5.2% instead of 6.2, but it'll be like it's an oatmeal stout in nature. So in England, where the style was made popular, especially by Samuel Smith's, it's that low ABV anyway. So it's not like I'm missing out on much because I'm adding so much with the coconuts and the coffee. So what have I done this week? I guess one big announcement is that this week I got 2 new sponsors for my blog. If you go to my blog, The Brewed Palate, I'll put a link below. You'll see that I got 2 new sponsors on my homepage. I put their links already. One is like Big Sec Hugh. He gave me the idea to contact them when he keeps in his videos. He says he's sponsored by them, the Yakima Valley Hop Supply. So I contacted them. I messaged them on Facebook from their Facebook page, and they got back to me within a day or two, saying they could also sponsor me with hops. So I'm working it out with them which hops I want, and I might be waiting for the 2013 crop to be pelletized or packaged as whole flour to actually get those hops, because it's not really worth to get whatever's left over from last year's crop if I can get the freshest hops possible. And then once I know which ones I'll get, I'll post a video and then I'll make my brewing plans from there, even though I know that I really want to brew with my brother that Firestone Walker Wookie Jack / Stone Sublime and Self-Righteous blend of an Imperial Black IPA. Should be about 8.5%. I already have the recipe, and actually I'll probably post it below where it's at now. I'm probably going to switch up the dry hopping, but that's where it's at now. This week I went to 2 events. I should have, actually 3. I should have gone to 2 because I'll mention why in a minute, but the first event I went to was the release of a few collaboration beers between Stillwater Artisan Ale, which is based out of Baltimore, the Baltimore area, but he's like a gypsy brewer like McKellar and Evil Twin. So he brews half his beers in Belgium and half in America. So he collaborated with a Spanish brewery this time called La Anjou, and they brewed a couple saisons, one of which had nugget hops in it. It was really interesting. Once it warmed up, it tasted like an average saison, but while it was cold and at the right temperature, you could really taste the resiny nugget hops in the finish, which was really nice. And then they also had the L'Anjou Stout there, which was about 6.57%, which is actually for my first Spanish craft beer, was actually really good. Now maybe I'll post links to the beer ratings for those beers, so you guys, if you ever see them at a bar, you could get them. Then the next event I went to was at Blind Tiger again. All these 2 out of 3 events were at Blind Tiger Ale House, which is my go-to bar in New York City. Maybe I'll post a link to their website. All these links to post. I want to promote them too. Maybe I'll do a video with Catherine, the manager there, sometime soon. But I went to an Avery event, and I took pictures of the beers I tried and wrote down tasting notes in one of these 33 bottles of beer, notebooks that I carry around, and my wife gave me a bunch of them. And I'll be posting those tasting notes on my blog. So once that goes up, maybe even with this video, once I type them up, I'll add it to the description of this video. And then the second event, which I should not have gone to really, was New Holland Brewery from Michigan has come to New York. So they had a launch at this bar called Mudville 9, which has been asking me to come to their events. I have such a comfort zone with my local bars. You guys, I don't know if you guys do that. There's new bars in town, but you still stick to the regulars that you've always been going to. So it was like a promotion, more of a promotional event than a beer geek centric event. So it kind of turned me off a little bit, going from a really beer geeky Avery event and my favorite bar to a new bar, which was more of a promotional event to welcome them into the New York market. But it was still good. Now I can try New Holland Dragon's Milk on tap at New York bars. So that kind of secured it. I got a free pint of it and it was awesome. So, and my palate was recuperated enough by the time I tried it. So I got a keychain and the business card from the New York rep. So maybe I'll ask them for some review samples so I can review some of their beers for you guys. I'm probably going to still do a combination of text reviews and video reviews. But so for my second sponsor, I forgot to mention is they're called Artisanal Imports. They import beers like the whole La Trappe Koningshoven line, Earthel, De Prof, Saint Julien, a bunch of really good Meantime from England, Bateman's from England, so mainly British and Belgian breweries. So I should be getting my first allotment of beers from them next week. I'll be meeting up with the New York rep, and then I'll post a video of all those beers that I get, and then I'll do video reviews for a bunch of them, just to do some social media stuff for them, to make me putting a link for them on my site and in my videos worthwhile on their part and my part. If I get free beer, I should show just how much I appreciate it by sharing my thoughts with, of course, you and the company that's supplying it for me. So that's my update for now with the new sponsors. Oh, and one more thing. I posted a video about the Homebrew Wednesday and BrewTubers, a promotional video. I've messaged a bunch of you guys, I've messaged a bunch of you guys. I'm sorry if the video was weird with this YouTube thing, but I've messaged a few of you guys about it, and I haven't got any response. And when I watched this week's Homebrew Wednesday videos, I was kind of put off by that no one plugged it, but they might not have gotten the message. So we'll see what happens with that. But please post your, go watch. I'll post a link below, or at the end of the, I'll post a link below to that video about announcing the video I want to do. And again, as many responses I can get from you guys, the better, and the more I can plug you guys. I will be including Bubbles and Chalk in the video, just because I'm trying to promote the YouTube homebrewing community as a whole. Even though some of us are BrewTubers, some of us are Bubbles and Chalk, some of us are just Homebrew Wednesday and don't really affiliate as part of one of the clubs, but really, when you post homebrewing videos to YouTube, you are part of that community. So, I want to promote all you guys in the best way possible, and I think a promo video would be a good idea. So, I'll post a link about that below, and those are my updates for now. I know it's went on a little longer than I thought it would for a quick update, but that's what I have for now. Cheers. Finishing up a Samuel Adams Oktoberfest in my Stone Gas, but yeah, I bought a 6-pack of this recently because it's affordable and I kind of like it. So cheers, and I'll see you guys soon.